Coach Park Hang Seo's last match at My Dinh Stadium, it's not the end yet. Coach Park Hang Seo opened his reign of leading Vietnam with a draw with Afghanistan at My Dinh Stadium. He also just finished his last match at My Dinh Stadium against Vietnam with another draw, against Thailand. But that is not the end for more than 5 glorious years of the Korean leader with Vietnam Tel. Thank you, Park Hang Seo. Except for the area for Thai fans, all seats at My Dinh National Stadium are full, in the first leg final between Vietnam and Thailand in the AF Cup 2022. Besides the attractiveness of a confrontation for the championship, between the two best representatives of Southeast Asia, last night's match was also the last time Coach Park Hang Seo led Vietnam Tel at My Dinh Stadium. In October 2017, Mr. Park had his first match to lead the Vietnam team after signing a 2-year contract with the Vietnam Football Federation. That competition took place in My Dinh, with a 0-0 draw against Afghanistan. Since that time until now, Coach Park Hang Seo has brought Vietnam U23 and the Vietnamese national team from one success to another. The remarkable records and milestones from Southeast Asia to Asia were continuously set by Mr. Park and his students. It must be affirmed that Mr. Park Hang Seo is the greatest coach in the history of Vietnam Tel. It is not surprising that on the 4 sides of the stands, slogans and banners with the theme "Thank you, Park Hang Seo" came from the fans solemnly present. After a 2-2 draw with Thailand, My Dinh was the place where Mr. Park and the Vietnamese team were unbeaten against Southeast Asian opponents, won 9 and drew 2. My Dinh was the place to see Mr. Park go through 4 consecutive years without defeat against all opponents, until Vietnam suffered a World Cup match from Australia. And this is also the place to record Vietnam's historic victory in the World Cup qualifiers when defeating China, or the glorious 2021 SEA Games gold medal. That's the final battle. The glorious feats at the fortress of My Dinh of Coach Park Hang Seo and the Vietnamese national teams ended after a draw against Thailand. But Coach Park Hang Seo did not consider that to be his end. Instead of an emotional farewell and a lot of suspense with the fans at My Dinh Stadium, Coach Park Hang Seo urged his students to return to the tunnel early to rest, before leaving for Thailand in the morning. Today, January 14th. Mr. Park understands that this is not his last match with Vietnam. The Korean leader also understands that this is not the end of the journey at the AF Cup 2022. A 2-2 draw against Thailand at My Dinh Stadium could put Vietnam at a disadvantage. But if you win against this opponent right in Thailand, or draw with a score of 3-3 or more, Vietnam Tel will be crowned champion. In front of Mr. Park and his students is 90 minutes, even more than that at Thammasat Stadium. So, instead of rushing to say goodbye, the Korean strategist wants to play a match with all his enthusiasm, passion, and calculation to help Vietnam beat Thailand and bring home the championship. Farewell gifts for fans. With that, Mr. Park raised his head and proudly said goodbye to Vietnam Tel completely. Even now, he is the greatest coach of Vietnamese football.